and he started like punching me like this. Like he avoided my face, but he like started punching me like on the side of my head, and I was just like covering my face.
That was Diddy's ex-girlfriend talking about her hookup with the man. She seems to have later revealed, nevertheless, that she wasn't the only person who had that experience.
To like set it as a screensaver, and I saw a picture of him and Lori, like the same exact pose.
What do you mean?
I mean, the same exact pose that he took with me.
Okay.
And he did the same with Lori.
It seems her father knew everything, like the icing on this sinister cake.
And Lori Harvey, they're heating things up in Italy.
Notice her arm is on the back of his chair.
I think it's more interesting that Steve Harvey's there.
He can be seen live on TV kissing Diddy's ring when he's not watching Diddy eat with his child.
See, the thing about Diddy, he didn't make a big splash about it. He just kept pressing him. He put up a lot of his own money for this.
Due to a deluge of bad news articles featuring well-known celebrities, the entertainment industry has gone through some of its worst times in recent days or even weeks. Some news accounts were downright horrible, while others were almost savage. However, it seems that some well-known individuals have consistently fallen into the subhuman category. And the only person who fits this description is rapper scene Diddy Combs. With one of his ex-girlfriends, the rapper who has previously made headlines for all the wrong reasons appears to have landed himself into another awkward predicament. However, this isn't your normal ex. This is the offspring of Lori Harvey, an additional controversial figure. Moreover, it seems that her father may have partnered with Diddy on some dubious projects in the past, putting her at the rapper's side. I know it's hard for a lot of people to talk about this, but did you really think it was okay for Diddy to start seeing someone who had recently broken up with his own son? Most people would probably think that was kind of odd. It seems that the reason for the somewhat strange family chat that we've all been waiting for may have finally arrived at our door. Rumor has it that Lori may have become Diddy's doormat. Despite her good looks and her history of dating rich people, it seems that Diddy was not her first choice, since their union seems to have come from Diddy's father's debt rather than Lori's. Suge Knight, one of the most powerful figures in the business who was around when Diddy initially became well-known and wealthy, mentioned just a day or two ago how Diddy always seems to have certain individuals in the business clean up after him when he makes a mess. And the person that Knight referenced was Lori's father, Steve Harvey. The former Death Row record executive appeared to lay a paper trail connecting Diddy's media clearinghouses to Steve Harvey, in addition to suggesting that Harvey might be Diddy's go-between. Now, why would this wealthy celebrity host degrade himself to the point where he feels obligated to clean up after another man who, incidentally, is closer in age to Steve after seeing the same man date his daughter? Although I'm not a true detective, Steve seems to be completely under Diddy's influence based on the claims of certain self-described detectives on social media. How did he get there, and what role has Lori been playing specifically? Watch out as we throw everything into this one. You'll agree, I'm sure, that Steve Harvey is without a doubt one of the best performers of all time. If you're still not convinced, check it out. The guy has a history of successful TV shows and comedy tours. I will not even try to talk about his book sales. The key point is that Harvey is a force unlike any the industry has seen in a very long time. And it should be enough to keep him from having to kiss the rings of other performers. Diddy, though, seems to be the exception to every industry standard. According to recent rumors, Steve might be carrying out the CEO's instructions, even if it means that his own family members aren't off limits. Indeed, there is a link between Steve's daughter and the accusations as well. You know, over the years, there have been several stories indicating that Diddy might have relied on Steve Harvey as his go-to man. However, it seems that these tales were more than just claims. Diddy's longtime adversary, Suge Knight, has made some disclosures about it. During the Tupac controversy, Suge Knight disclosed startling details about Steve Harvey, raising questions about the talk show host's stated adoration for the late artist. Knight portrayed Harvey as not just going out on casual dates and turning it into a side gig with Diddy, but also standing up for someone who is allegedly linked to the All Eyes on Me singer's demise. Knight disregarded the well-known East Coast Vs. West Coast rivalry, which had a significant impact on many people's lives, in addition to Tupac's, so exposing Harvey's disrespect for Tupac's legacy. This strengthened the twisted plot. Even though Biggie Smalls and other people died as a result of the fight at the time, Steve seems to have been able to deceive everyone into thinking Diddy is innocent of all the bloodshed that followed. I did not say that your thoughts aren't, even though I am aware of them. However, it seems that Steve's job with the business mogul involved more than just tidying up his mess. In fact, it seems he might have been required to carry out a few other duties, like providing Diddy with his own daughter. Moreover, Lori wasn't even dating Diddy for the reasons that were grabbing media attention. The model and businesswoman claimed in a recent video interview that she routinely gets accusations that she is seeing someone she hasn't even met in person. Adrienne Bailon, the host of E! News, was interviewed a few months ago. Although Lori was occasionally pictured with the bad boy honcho, many are now questioning whether Lori's admission that she never dated the singer was evidence that Diddy might not be the person we all thought he was. However, it was not how it was covered by the media at the time. According to reports, there were rumors that Lori had begun dating Sean Diddy Combs in July 2019. The couple was often photographed together in Italy, Mexico, New York City, and Atlanta throughout their alleged affair. While on vacation, Lori was spotted wrapping her arm around Diddy at a dinner with her stepfather, Steve Harvey. Diddy's son, Christian Combs, disclosed a little detail about their relationship when making an appearance on the red carpet, saying, "They are good. All they're doing is spending time alone. They have jurisdiction over that." Others close to the pair speculated that their relationship may have been little more than a fling rather than a committed partnership, despite the fact that they never spoke about it in public. According to our insider, Diddy is currently recovering and concentrating on himself. He had a pleasant liaison with Lori. He is currently concentrating on his children and is not ready to be in a long-term committed relationship. Supporters started to point out that Diddy used Lori for a different reason than most of us are aware of. Thus, it seemed like everything else was just a front for his alleged extramarital affairs. Y'all really think Cassie is an example and said a prayer, but I honestly just think she was Diddy's fall guy? A commenter wrote on social media, "Because he's gay, she's not obligated by her contract. Lori Harvey is next in order." It seems that Steve might have needed to resolve another matter for Diddy in relation to Cassie. The intense legal dispute between Diddy and Cassie, which made news just last week, exposed a dark chapter of horrific crimes allegedly committed against a business mogul. Diddy is accused of assaulting several persons in the case, including utilizing armed battery and pressuring male S-workers to perform S-acts. The revelation of a horrible tale of deceit and power dynamics completely upended their union. Diddy retaliated by vehemently disputing the grave charges and starting a court dispute that would eventually uncover the truth behind the press. Mrs. Cassandra Ventura, Cassie, was restrained by Mr. Combs for over a decade, during which she endured his harsh behavior and peculiar demands. She accused him of being untrustworthy and saint. There was a carnival of conjecture and supposition during the whirlwind 24 hours that elapsed between startling charges and an abrupt resolution. Among the riddles surrounding the narrative were a 5-month-old YouTube find regarding Kid Cudie's car and purported visions channeled by Diddy's late ex-girlfriend Kim Porter through psychic Sloane Bella. This strange change of events did, however, prompt a closer look at the intricacies of the case. Mouths drooping, the murky provisions of the deal opened up. Furthermore, the lawyers for Cassie claimed that before the action was filed, they had conversations with the lawyers for Diddy. According to reports, Cassie was offered a sizable sum, roughly 8 figures, in exchange for keeping quiet and avoiding the legal commotion, but they turned down the offer. Although the details of the settlement were kept secret, it was a satisfying revelation when it was ultimately made public on Friday night. In a statement that was made public, Cassie and her lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, both expressed their happiness with the outcome. Cassie claims that she chose to split up civilly, but on her own terms. This adds another level of mystery to the ending of a previously engaging story. It is hinted after the conclusion that Cassie might have agreed to an NDA as a requirement of the deal. It's not stated directly, but it's indicated that speaking up could put her in grave danger. Diddy's past is examined in order to support this theory. He's dealt with non-disclosure agreements in the past and has faced criticism for his choices. Because of its hidden components, many find it difficult to comprehend the settlement's details. The singer Diddy is also under suspicion due to his past use of non-disclosure agreements, which raises questions about his propensity to control media narratives and hide material under the pretense of legal confidentiality. The whispers hint at classified material and a complicated legal ploy that keeps the full truth just out of reach, even though they don't say it directly. Luckily, a couple other people have reported seeing a similar pattern. Among them is Aubrey O'Day, who has discussed Diddy's disgusting actions in addition to being required to sign an NDA. Famous American singer Aubrey O'Day has been in the news lately because of her comments about the latest drama between Cassie and Diddy. After Cassie filed a lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of multiple offenses, Aubrey O'Day also stated that she will always stand with Cassie. Still, her revelations didn't end there. She also talked about how, like Cassie, the rap mogul told her and all of his other former performers that he was giving back the publishing rights. So she was forced to sign an incredibly strict non-disclosure agreement, NDA. By refusing to sign the hush-hush contract, O'Day disobeyed secrecy and aggressively urged the other band members to follow suit. The new development was disclosed by O'Day when the questioning host questioned him for the date of this revelation. He replied, "I got it a few months ago when he started doing this." Since speaking out against the NDA calls into question the imposed silence that often conceals commercial operations, doing so has a subversive undertone. The 6-year relationship that O'Day and her group Danity Kane have had with Bad Boy Records sets the scene for this drama. The trip that lasted 2 platinum albums abruptly takes an unexpected turn with O'Day in the forefront. The part of this that concerns Steve Harvey is that despite the fact that one of the recipients of Diddy's misdirected philanthropy was awarded to the people who essentially made him all of his money as they stole scraps, the celebrity host has made it his goal to depict Diddy's deed as almost saintly. Fans shared their thoughts on social media, demonstrating that even they recognized the move as strange. Someone said, "Diddy must be on his deathbed, because this is totally out of character." Steve and his crew, it seems, didn't think so. How did I come to know this? According to Steve's website, when Steve mentioned a particular musician who had previously chastised Diddy for the same reason, his remarks became even more absurd. There has been discussion about Combs' economic dealings with Bad Boy for a long time, particularly after some musicians criticized their former employer, the comic said on his website. He rose to the top of the criticism after Maverick attacked Diddy on social media before the 2020 Grammy Awards. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to like and comments. Also subscribe our channel for more videos.